tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
At their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. He was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hampton. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for him. It's Gordon. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The quick slant caught. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On third down, Jackson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Fielded at the 33. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere.
Saints 10. Buccaneers.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Jackson now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Quarter with the score Saints 10, Buccaneers nothing.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
Crosby for the extra point.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Second and 6. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On play action, they'll throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver, that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 3-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 97 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And that's only the 3rd time in NFL history we've had a run of exactly 97 yards into the end zone. So we're witnessing a little bit of history right there, partner.
And what makes it that much more impressive for me is that if you're on defense, you're expecting them to run the ball. They're on their own 3-yard line. Not many people risking throwing it, so you expect them to do exactly what they did, yet it still breaks for 97 yards. That's a long way.
And some quick research, the other 2, 2014 Lamar Miller, the other days.
I know the other one. Okay. That's 1939, Andy Urum. I was there. Oh, no, I wasn't.
You weren't there. You were almost there. You were a baby at that point. Yeah, 1939. Wow. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Number 86.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he
is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest. And a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. It's a foot race. The 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 35.
Back to throw now on first down. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
He was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Third and
it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Flush to his right. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
good. Makes the score Buccaneers 28.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Buccaneers 28, Saints 20.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
6.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ty Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Jackson. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense. We got
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The pass.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
The pass.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
Brings up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll set up to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And look there, not a good sight. Gronkowski down. And you just hope it's not that knee again. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Leonard Fournette. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Chris Godwin brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
At the 29-yard line.
This pass finds its way to Williams. The 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. His man complete over the middle. It's Hampton. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
From 4 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 28. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
4th down, here's Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This is Gordon as they go to him again. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Back to throw here. This is caught at the 8. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over.
And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
3-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But